Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to have you with me today. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that I've been thinking about talking for a while, but I had this limiting belief that, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm from Kenya, and some of these concepts that I kind of talk about, they're not easily um easily accepted from where I am. So sometimes I had this limiting belief like no one will actually understand what I say or who would even want to hear what I'm going to share. But I have this deep impulse inside me to share these concepts with you guys, and this channel is tailored for me to be able to sit down with you and have conversation about these topics that need to be talked in order for us to be able to star our lives in the directions where we want to be, and to be able to realize our life um, realities, whatever reality that you may want to. It could be a material reality that you want to manifest, or even as just a subjective, harmonious reality that you want to experience within you, so that you can be able to live our life dream and to be able to experience our full potential and the intended plan that God had for us. So today we're going to be talking about a topic that I love, and a topic that is a really a grounded base for a lot of us. And I'm sure if you're watching this video, you have come across this topic. And I do believe in the power of repetition, and also the power of being grounded and always remembering the basics, no matter where you are in life. So this channel is tailored for those people who already know about this concept, to be able to help themselves remember and ground themselves. And also, if you're new to this concept, I'm gonna make this video very short and very simple and lucid, so that anyone can be able to understand whatever we are going to talk about here today. And I do pride myself in having the ability or the gift of being able to explain very complex topics to even a child. I'm going to assume that all you guys who are watching this are my nephews and niece, and I'm going to try and make it very digestible so that anyone can be able to understand. And it's going to be a short video, so stay tuned and we're going to start. So I wanted us to talk about the power of thoughts. Thoughts are cosmic waves. They are very potent. I cannot even emphasize the importance of your thoughts and how they actually translate to everything else in your life, whatever you're experiencing. And this could be a material thing, material representation of circumstance of your life, or the way you actually feel inside you. And it's funny because lots of times we do actually think that our thoughts will always remain secrets, that no one will ever know what we've been thinking or how we think about them. But the funny thing is that thoughts always translates to circumstance. Thoughts, how a person thinks and how they carry themselves and how they actually feel, it actually translates to circumstances. How we see people living their life, what they achieve, it actually translates to the power of their thoughts, inclination to how their thoughts are, if that makes sense. So usually people actually think that, oh, I'm just gonna think like this, and no one will never know what I thought. But usually people actually know what we think about, because it manifests in our reality, and in our reality, that's where everyone else can be able to see, and people can be able to actually tell. And for people who are conscious, this is really an easy thing to do, because you can be able to look at people's circumstance and what they're achieving in life, and be able to know what kind of people they are internally and what their innermost thoughts are about. And there's a Bible verse that actually says, with your fruits we shall know them. And that's actually so true. So what usually happens is that a lot of times when we are going through life and experiencing circumstances that we don't want, we are inclined to try and change the circumstance, but we know that doesn't never works. And I would like to point out that this is not our fault, basically, a lot of us, because growing up, when we are little kids growing up, we are really conditioned to look at circumstances and to almost like think that the world is, we have no control over what is happening, and to look at circumstances. And so if you're just looking at the objective world and trying to change whatever we are seeing with our senses or feeling or just experiencing on the outside world, it becomes something very difficult to do, and usually it's very exhausting, and it makes people feel depressed and have low vibrations because they're trying to change an effect. It's like trying to change a circumstance, but at the same time, that's an effect of a cause. The tap is still running with all the causes, and you're trying to change an effect, and the causes are still bringing forth the same pattern. So it almost becomes like very hard for people to do, and people get frustrated. So I wanted us to remember that circumstances and our objective environment is a direct cause of who we are inside. The thoughts that we have inside, how we feel inside, translates to what we get to experience on the outside world. I just wanted to, I know probably you've had this a million times before, or if you haven't heard, I want you to actually burn this into your mind, because this is the real deal. Because we are brought through life, and we are put in a position where we feel like we have no control over our lives, basically because we ought to live life looking at circumstances and trying to change them. But in real essence is that we all have power to live the life of our dreams, and it's something very simple to do. It's not easy, but it's very simple. It's doable. Anyone can do this, and it starts with an awareness. I want to digress a little bit and just talk about the thoughts first. So the subjective world always influences the objective world. It could be unconscious or subconscious. Depends on where you want to be. Do you want to be a conscious being and be able to choose the thoughts and feel the way you want to feel, and indeed have even a grandiose experience of experiencing things that you actually want? Or do you want to live your thoughts just open for anything and just have these uncertain occurrences and experiences in your life? As much as I would like everyone to be able to really understand this, because it's really beneficial to their life, it's not something that anyone can ever do for you. And I think God actually made this so that everyone takes responsibility for their own life, and they are able to drive their life to where they want to be. So your thoughts actually influence the way you feel, the attitude and how you feel inside you, the thoughts that you're having and the feeling that you have. It sets your body on a vibration that actually results to the actions that you take. Thoughts form the character of the human person, and it's the character that actually translates to the habits and whatever you want to do, and eventually the habits translates to the environment or the circumstances that you want to experience in life. Let's say there's a level 1, a level 2, and a level 3. The level 1 is like in the middle of the ripple, a ripple where you drop a stone on the sea, and the thought is like the cause of the emotions, and the emotions, they cause the actions. So usually when you're living your life and realizing that you want to change, but you find yourself not taking actions towards what you want to do in order to change, it means that your thoughts are not aligned, and you're not vibrating fast to what you need to vibrate so that you can take actions towards what you want. So you need first to look at yourself, to go inside you and self-analyze and see yourself, so that you can be able to put your body in a vibration or a state where you're able to take the actions that you need to take. And that's what people talk about, inspired actions, because they're inspired within you. Because if you're trying to just change the circumstance, it's almost like you're depleting yourself of energy because you're working against yourself, and it can't happen. So you need to realize how potent your thoughts are and how they actually translates to the way you feel, and eventually to the habits, and actually translates to the circumstances that you want to experience. That is if you want a material thing. So it's important to know that your circumstances and everything that happens to you, the events, how people treat you, everything that you encounter outside life, no matter how minute or grandiose it is, it's just a mirror of your innermost thoughts and how you are inside. And it's up to us to be able to see, to look at the circumstances, no matter how small they are or big, and realize that this is a message for us to be able to change something inside us, so that we can be able to change and be, and almost like self realize ourselves, to be able to experience life, and to be able to experience and actually even experience life the way we want to experience it. So as we end this video, I wanted to keep it very short. I wanted to give you the main solution, actually the only solution, that you can be able to start living deliberate and experiencing your life the way you want, is doing the inner work. And inner work is just mainly self-analyzing in order for you to be able to harmonize your subconscious, the shadow side of you that you're not aware of yet, but they are still playing a very big role in your life, and how you do things and how you think and everything that you do. And also harmonizing that with our conscious, so that we can be able to start taking conscious actions and be aware of things that we actually need to do, and the awareness. And that's inner work. And inner work is a huge topic. Like, it has very important things that anyone should know, so I'm not going to talk about it now. Maybe if you want me to do a video on inner work and the different techniques and the methods that you can be able to start doing, to be able to self-analyze yourself and realize yourself, so that you can start healing and experiencing and being a deliberate creator every single minute, I'll do a video on that if you want. So you can write down below if you want it and request it, and I will for sure make a video on it. So as we end this video, I wanted to end this video with a quote that I like. It's from James Allen. The world is your kaleidoscope, and the varying combinations of color at every succeeding moment it presents to you are the exquisitely adjacent pictures of your ever-moving thoughts. I hope this video was amazing, educational, and at the same time entertaining for you. You like and subscribe. Bye.